Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm doing a quick review of Monkey Kid set number 80032, Chang'e Moon Cake Factory. This has 609 pieces, 3 minifigures, and it retails for $70 in the US. Now, I was really excited for this set because it is one of the only 2 Monkey Kid space sets, but I do think that this one is a bit overpriced. So we might as well start with the minifigures. This is Pigsy in his astronaut outfit. I really like this figure. I think that the astronaut design for all of these Monkey Kid space sets are cool. All 2 of them. And then he does have this fire ring with the blue flame, which looks pretty nice. And yeah, not really much else to talk about there. Then we have this evil rabbit robot, which is pretty interesting. Always love it when Lego uses that rabbit piece. I feel like it's sorely missing leg printing though. Pigsy looks fine without it, but I feel like this guy really needs it. And I would like to see the ears printed as well. We do have some nice back printing and a happier alternate face. You also get the cat in this set, by the way. I forget what his name is. And then here is Chang'e on her kind of floating platform. So she's clearly a villain. And honestly, this minifigure is kind of the whole reason I bought this set. I do like space things, and I mean, this set does have some cool builds, but Chang'e is just awesome. I love her hair, her new hair mold. I just think that that's really cool. I don't know if it's dual molded. I think it's just painted, but yeah, I really like her aesthetic. Again, I feel like her skirt looks a little bit plain. I feel like it could use some blue highlights, but her torso and legs are great. Her back printing is good as well, and she has a very nice alternate face. So I really hope that we get more cool villains like this from the Monkey Kid theme. And here is her floating platform. It's kind of repulsor powered, and then we have a couple of screens that are kind of hard to see, but she's on one of them. And then the other one shows the making of the mooncakes, I think. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah. So that's pretty cool. Chang'e lands her floating platform onto this little landing pad here, which I think is really cool. Sorry, it got cut off a little bit, but I think that that's awesome. I really like the circular design of that. And you do have a lantern hanging off the side, which is a nice build. I'm so used to seeing the pumpkin piece in red for Chinese lanterns, so it's cool to get it in orange. I mean, not a new color, but it's just cool to see them using it like that. Then you have this satellite dish with a carrot, which I think is kind of funny. You've got this great kind of curved cockpit piece from Star Wars showing the mooncake assembly line, which we'll take a closer look at in a second. But you do also have this detachable rocket launch platform. I think the green looks super out of place here. I don't like it. It's the only green in the set besides the carrot top. So I really would have preferred if that was still orange. But basically the idea behind this is that you can take it off and then the front actually opens up. And inside you've got 3 of these stacked crates with a mooncake sticker. I hate these transparent backed stickers. That looks nothing like the color of the piece, which is supposed to be dark orange. And inside you have a couple of these mooncake pieces, which are new 1x1 round printed tiles. And those are just great. I really like that. You get a ton of them in the set because each box has 2 of them. And then you have another 2 on the assembly line plus an extra. So that gives you 11. So that's pretty nice for this set. The actual factory itself isn't a bad build, but it's just really small. So you do have a Pigsy poster on the side, and it is a little bit, side heavy almost. But I mean, if you take off Chang'e's platform, it's not that bad. And inside you've kind of got this gun coming down from the wall that's dropping down, I forget what mooncakes are made out of, the cake part. But it's dropping dough or whatever down, and then it passes through that assembly line, and then it comes out the other end as mooncakes. I've got a nice sticker there, and then another crate with the same deal, just 2 round tiles in here. And so that's pretty cool. Honestly, this set kind of reminds me of the Krispy Kreme assembly line. So I don't know if, because I doubt, Krispy Kremes aren't in every country, but they assembly line their donuts out in plain view of everybody. And they'll give you a free one, a free hot one, straight off the assembly line. And so that's really what this reminds me of. And then there's this huge, relatively, compared to the size of the factory, bunny mech, which is just kind of funny to me. So we get the huge, round orange windscreen. I love that because I really like that piece in general. Then inside, you've got a couple of bunnies on a detachable drone. That's great, but I would really like to see a different print for the bunny eyes. I know it's not a super common piece, but I feel like they could have done something more exciting considering that, these guys are the villains in this set. And I mean, it is nice to get such a villain-focused set. I do like the color scheme of both the factory and this mech. I think the blue and the white work together very well, and then the orange is a good highlight. But the inside of this mech is pretty cushy, and again, like, they don't actually fit in there. Like they just slide in there. They aren't actually, like, strongly attached. And then you have, like, these weird legs on the side. They're a pretty cool design, but again, I hate, like, the sticker situation when they're transparent stickers. I wish LEGO would just have separate transparent and then non-transparent sticker sheets, because like this is supposed to be yellow and it does not look yellow whatsoever. So that's a huge disappointment to me. So like, yeah, you can move these. They're actually on ball joints, but obviously like you can't really move them away from the body. And so I guess you can kind of make it walk, but it is like a little bit weird. Like it's kind of just meant to rest like on these pieces right here. And then you've got these little arms, but again, they can't really move out. They can only go up and down. And then you've got the new style stud/tile shooter in there. So that also works well. Those have nicer stickers. They definitely show up better. And then the ears are on ball joints, so you can move them all around. And those are actually shaped up pretty well. I do like the stickers on this thing overall. You know, like some cool like branding, some Chinese characters on top. I think that one's Wang. I'm not 100% sure. And then you've got like the mooncake logo. That is a nice logo. Reminds me of the classic space logo, which I think was intentional. And then you've got like kind of this huge bunny butt at the back with a little tail. Now, what surprised me is that you can remove this. Like, I mean, I don't know if you're supposed to remove it, but while building, there is a compartment back there and a control panel. So I don't know what you're supposed to put in here. I guess you could just put mooncakes in there or store like extra like tile shots or whatever. But it's really interesting to me that that much detail is just covered up by like the back of the mech. But I think it's cool that you have a hidden secret like that. You've actually got a ton of extra pieces for a set of this size. Like, that's so many. Like, I'd expect to see like this number from like a $200 direct-to-consumer set. But there are some nice ones. Like, you've got a couple of prints here, a couple of like these 1x1 studs with bars. And then here is that extra mooncake tile, if I can just turn it over. And then the instruction manual is a lot smaller than I expected. Like, it's just a square one. I kind of thought it would be wider like the box. And then at the very back, you do have an ad for the other Monkie Kid sets. So the City of Lanterns gets its own page. And then all of the other sets are on the same page. The box is a typical $70 box size, and I really love, you know, like the space artwork, like with the Earth in the background and everything. I almost said the moon by accident. We've got Chang'e on the top. And then back here, you've just kind of got regular, you know, back of box stuff. I guess the mech can fly, which makes sense because it had boosters at the back, but still cool to see. So I do feel like this set is a bit expensive. It's got 600 pieces, and I mean, like, yeah, it's got a couple of big windshields and like a new hair mold for Chang'e, but this is not a $70 set. I'm sorry, like, there's just no way that this is worth $70. And I felt like that from the pictures, but I used a $10 VIP discount on it. And, you know, Monkie Kid, it is a LEGO exclusive theme. So I'm kind of okay with paying the prices because if I like the sets, there's no other way to get them. I mean, Amazon's getting some now and they're dropping them in price, but I just really wanted to get this one since I was getting the Galactic Explorer at the same time, and they kind of go together because they're both space themed. So I'd only recommend getting this if you can find it on sale because the actual factory is just so minuscule. I like the rocket build just because it's like a weird way of doing a small rocket. And like the factory conveyor belt is really awesome, but I kind of just wish it was a little bit bigger. I don't need it to be much bigger, but I mean, it's only like what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 studs like wide. I would have liked to see it at least like go up to here, like be like 14 studs. And honestly, like my favorite parts of this set are the really small details, like the mooncake conveyor belt, like the bunny minifigure. Chang'e's floating platform like might be my favorite build. Like after I've dismantled this set, I think I'll just keep that build. And the bunny mech is cool, but like it doesn't have a ton of articulation, and honestly, I feel like it takes up way too many pieces. Like look at it in comparison to the factory. Like it just feels too big to me. Even though it's cool, I would have liked if they sized down the bunny mech a bit and then put more pieces into the factory. So let me know what you guys think about this set. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.